A gentleman just asked us to his store, couldn't say no. I think we need to get out of here. This is too much. No. Friends, in the last 2 years, we have had the privilege to travel some very interesting countries. We are in Iran.
We are in Pakistan. Whee!
Welcome to Iraq.
But the more interesting the countries get, the more our friends and family are worried for our safety.
So, to give them a bit of peace of mind, we have decided to demonstrate what it actually looks like to travel one of the so-called dangerous places. And to do it, we're heading out alone, without a plan, in one of the most notorious cities in the whole world. And we just have one rule. For the next 24 hours, we have to say yes to everything that locals offer and tell us.
So without further ado, let's go!
Yeah, green light is definitely not the thing in this city. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. After spending only 5 minutes on the street, all of our initial cheerfulness was gone. And straight away, we started to doubt our ambitious plan. If you want to trust your kid like a military man. You know, seeing so many armed men and military gear sold all around us just doesn't make you feel safe in a new place. Bulletproof vests, camo clothes, all kind of gun holsters. But luckily, after a few more minutes of walking, we learned our first lesson about Baghdad. Turns out that each street of the city focuses on selling just one thing. A whole street dedicated to toilet paper. And given our luck, we just happened to start the adventure where all the guns were being sold. Yes, of course, I would have loved to start the journey on a street that sells pets. Or even the one that focuses on carpets. The wild carpet in the middle of the street. Yet, at least after leaving the place, it didn't take long till the first locals approached us.
Let's go and see.
Good morning!
Where come from? Estonia, Namsa?
It was an interesting couple, a Christian woman and a Muslim man.
Welcome.
They used the oldest trick in a book to get us in their store.
Christian.
Your shop?
Yeah.
Yes, they gave us candy. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. The store itself felt odd. It was full of old and mismatching things, from different ages and even religions.
Good, hello.
Pearls.
And once our hosts realized that we are not really interested in buying, they offered us coffee. Just made us coffee. It actually felt lovely being there, having a chat. But just as we were about to leave, the lady Mariam proposed to tell Liisu's fortune. Of course we had to say yes, but for some reason, camera was banned from this ritual.
But at first, okay, cut it.
Well, actually the reason was quite obvious. First they wanted us to put some money next to the cup for, as they said, better fortunes, which was followed by a few miserable attempts to guess our lives.
Last 20 days we have job, maybe work.
No.
No. Marriage?
No.
Sisters, marriage?
No.
No. No.
And the culmination. Well, as we told them that Liisu was a doctor, they dropped all the fortune-telling part and started asking for medical advice instead. I'm pretty sure that's Liisu's only doctor's appointment where she had to pay for giving advice.
No, but it was nice! It was nice!
So Liisu was looking at their test results and gave them medical consultations. I love you too! Yet, as peculiar as this encounter was, it provided us the first taste what our day was going to be like. And it definitely got us back into the right mood for our mission. With smiles again on our faces, more and more people wanted to interact with us.
This picture one, okay?
One picture, okay.
Okay.
Okay. The guards just asked a picture. It's a good way to start ourselves and warm ourselves up with saying yes. Most of the times it was curious locals. wanting to take pictures and videos.
We're gonna be all over Baghdadi social media channels.
And after the interaction, they were always very grateful.
They gave us water. Thank you.
Hey, that's my hard-earned coffee.
Yet of course, there are also individuals like this Iraqi tribal chief that we never even dreamt of being on the same picture with. But wait, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. As we were wandering the streets of Iraqi capital, it wasn't a big surprise that most houses here were built of yellow bricks, like in many other desert cities. Even the partly destroyed buildings and occasional bullet holes in houses didn't come as a huge shock. After all, this country has seen years of war. But what truly amazed us was something much smaller. You see, Christmas had come and gone by the time of our visit. Yet for some reason, we kept seeing their red and white costumes everywhere. I even got to take a picture with Santa himself. Yes, he was there to sell balloons. But darn, seeing Mr. Claus in predominantly Muslim Baghdad felt like finding a needle in a haystack. Like really, why was there so much Christmas stuff around? Well, strangely, we found the first clue to answer this question in a nearby mosque.
So we just went to see the mosque over there. There was no filming, but we met an awesome guy. He lives in Tennessee and Iraq. His name is Ali, and he said he's gonna take us to see his cousins. Of course, we said yes.
Funny enough, Ali was in Iraq for medical treatment. I guess all of us know how expensive going to a doctor can be in the USA. But little did we know that meeting him was a real doorway to understanding this city and its people. First, he took us to meet his cousins at the spice market. We quickly learned that Iraqis are very social people.
Super cool that all the people here on the market, they're so open, they want themselves to be filmed, like they're waving me down and showing that please film me a little bit.
Nobody likes to sit at home. They spend their days communicating in coffee shops and chatting away at many local markets. When Ali asked if we would like a tour of the neighborhood he grew up in, of course we said yes. We visited few different mosques. Some of them were actually closed, but well, having a local friend pays off. But to our surprise, next to them were Christian churches.
This one is Sunni Mosque. Over there we got a Christian church, and back there Shia Mosque. Just how close all the religions are here on the main street, it's super cool.
For more than 1,000 years, different religions have lived side by side here. And this religious freedom was also the reason why we saw so many Christmas-themed things in a Muslim country. But wherever we went, one thing stayed the same.
We were looking for a notebook for Liisu, and the owner of the store is not here. And the guy, no. I don't,
You can have it.
I don't need one. It's for her. It's for her. It's for her.
You can have it. You can have it. Take it for later. You can have it for later.
One. We can accept one.
Wow. This gentleman, like we were choosing a notebook, the owner is not here, and he was like, I'll be here, I'll pay for it later for you, take it for free. Crazy. Thank you, shukran.
Thank you very much.
Wow, the overwhelming kindness was everywhere. Ali even said that random people we met on the street had tried to ask us for lunch. And when we asked him why he declined, he said that he had his own plans. We went to a beautiful restaurant where we shared an incredible meat dish called mendi.
It's so soft.
Oh my god.
Of course, we ate Iraqi style from one big dish.
It's just crazy, like 3 hours ago, we didn't know who he was, what he did, and just randomly we met on the street. Life is just so full of surprises. Thank you, Ali, for being open. Thank you for being kind.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
And when it was time to pay,
Ali,
No.
brother, please,
No.
please.
No.
Let me help you pay.
No.
What do you mean, no? You've
No,
been
it's okay.
so kind to us.
No, it's okay.
even begging didn't work.
Please.
No.
Let me help you pay.
Having grown up in Europe, it felt strange accepting such kindness without being able to give anything back. Even overwhelming, I would say. Then it was time to part ways with Ali.
And it was just so sweet. Like every time we say yes, it brings us to a new and beautiful small adventure.
We felt like we had already experienced so much, yet little did we know that in some ways our journey was just beginning. By late afternoon, the streets had calmed down a little, but even the few people we saw kept acting in the same manner, asking for pictures, offering us tea. And I'm not ashamed to admit that around then was the first time we accidentally broke our rule. You see, I said no when a stranger offered to pay for our drinks in a famous coffee shop. About 8 hours into our adventure, we were overwhelmed by all that had happened. On the news, we had only seen Baghdad as a place of instability and violence. But being here on the ground, our experience had been a total opposite. I know it sounds like the strangest problem ever, but all of this kindness and attention was a little too much to handle for our introverted Northern European minds. And so we decided to head back to our car before someone chooses to ask us over for a night or something like this. Yeah, the joke surely was on us. But still, it's a little too early for this part. As we started our walk back, again, a stranger stopped us on the street.
A gentleman just asked us to his store, couldn't say no.
His name was Yasaf, and we followed him to a strange, dark basement. But why would he bring 2 foreign tourists here?
Christmas gift.
Shukran.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Can we pay a little?
Shukran.
Shukran.
It was just too much, and we felt like we needed to get out of here before...
It's for you.
No, it's too much. No.
Another gift.
It's too
Liman
much.
Bar Yasser. My name is Yasser. Liman Bar Yasser.
I quickly helped Yasaf to lift his old carpet, and then we made our escape.
I can't believe he did that. I can't believe he did that.
Wow, like, I don't want to say yes to all those things. It seems so much like they're way too kind to us, but that was our one rule.
I can't believe he did that.
In 30 minutes, we made our way back to the car and left Baghdad behind us. From other overlanders who travel the world in their own car like us, we had received information that there should be a village where we could unwind and calmly spend the night. We arrived in this village just before sunset.
We saw from the map that there was supposed to be a place where we can camp. It wasn't there, but when we asked a random gentleman, Mr. Hussein, he said that no, you can stay here, you can park in my garden.
I also wonder how we get ourselves into situations like this.
He didn't hesitate for 1 second to ask us, total strangers, to camp in his yard. Initial greetings were followed by tea, dinner, and a get-together with the whole Mr. Hussein's family. Yes, maybe we didn't quite find the peace and quiet we were initially looking for, but for sure we found something different.
Too much hungry. Eating.
Something about the Iraqi culture and hospitality.
Shukran, Hussein. Shukran.
Welcome.
And I guess all of us have something to learn from it. Just think about it. What would you do if a stranger from a country you have never even heard about showed up on your doorstep? We slept well that night.
Shukran, Mr. Hussein. Shukran.
And although very strange, we were not that surprised when next morning the local tribal chief, Sheikh Mahmoud, asked us to attend his audience.
Mr. Yusuf.
It took place in one of the most glorious rooms I had ever seen. And even him, the most important man in the whole village, greeted us like old friends. So I guess to summarize this whole experience of what it feels like to be in a country like this and what are the intentions of locals, I will let the words of Sheikh himself end this video.
That now all the world became a small village, regardless of the cultures, regardless of the, let's say, civilizations, the religions, but we are supporting each other and welcome again. Thank you.
Thank you.